Hello gentlemen, in today's breaking news we have top stories. VW make 5 that died on the road. According to the driver report, he said he was driving and a car just shut down. And he tried to crank it, it cranks, but it won't start. Finally, we got it started, and the next thing is the car drives, but it wobbles. And today we're going to be taking a look at it and know exactly why the car that suddenly died on the road finally waked up, and now it wobbles while you drive, as you can see on the screen right now. Okay, guys, this is Dr. Quarterfix. So I'm trying to capture to show you guys this car is wobbling while it's driving. Just making a drive test after fixing the fuel pump not responding issue. The fuel pump, but it's wobbling. It's like dancing. I've seen this kind of problem before, and what could possibly be the problem? That's what we're going to be discussing on this very episode today. This is a Make 5 2004 model. That's what we're going to be discussing. That's what I'm going to be telling you guys. And we're going to take a look at it. We're going to look at it 360 degrees and see what exactly could be the problem. The reality for this very occasion here is there is a probability, if you don't understand how to diagnose that, you might end up replacing parts after parts, and still at the end of the day you're not out of the woodwork, you're still stuck in there. That is why the right step to diagnostics is the best way. Is most often times not how to fix this. A lot of you guys are looking for fixed, a car wobbling fixed, but it doesn't give you the chance to actually understand how this piece of engineering works. It doesn't give you a broader spectrum to do a diagnostics on your own hand. You're gonna keep depending on those people who give you those kind of fish to eat most often times. So so it's actually very important that you understand how this engineering work. Then you can know exactly what to deal with when you're having that kind of a problem. Okay, here we go. There are tons of different things that can actually make it to happen that way, such as the inner what I call it, inner drive shaft. They have the outer drive shaft and the inner drive shaft. Most of you who are newbies, who are DIY or car enthusiasts who still don't know what it is, I'm gonna show it to you after when I drop from this ride. When I pulled over, I'm gonna show you the inner shaft so that you get to understand it. Most often times you might not know that that is actually what is causing the problem, and if you don't know that that's what is causing the problem, then you're gonna get a lot into trouble. Other thing that can also cause the problem, but that in some cases, yeah, it's rare though, but it still can be able to cause it, is the hub, which has the bearing either on the front tires or on the left tires, the front or rear tires. Either ways, it can actually cause the same problem. Let me pause here, so when I get to my destination, then we get right on it. I've fixed some kind of problem like that before, which a car will wobble while it drives. It's not swerving while it's drive, it's wobbles. It's like, you know, like this. If you understand what I mean, let me go over here real quick. When you're driving, it's gonna be doing like this, like this, like this, you know. While you're driving on a high speed, it will be doing like this. So it's gonna continue wobbling like that. So I've troubleshooted and fixed that kind of problem before. I know most cases, these are one of the steps and procedures of checking exactly what could be bad. Now, you want to look out for the tires and make sure that all the tires are perfectly straight. But I know that most oftentimes, most of you who have a very good routine maintenance for your car will not experience this. This tire is overdue for replacement, and the owner haven't replaced. You can see a lot of cracked up here. So, but notwithstanding, this tire is not the one that is causing it. So I'm gonna move over to the next tire, and here, this is the front tire. The front tire also, you can see that some of the grips are beginning to crack up and losing the grips. So, and technically speaking, this tire also is due for replacement. But when I look at it like this, like I said, all right, with my hands feeling it like this, I can't feel some sort of abnormality. If suppose it bends, all right, so I couldn't feel it, and since I can't feel it, I know definitely this is not where the problem is coming from. So let's go over to the right side rear tires and observe it. It's also very, very important. A very, very good thing to look out for is you want also to try to observe where it's wobbling from, because most often times it do give a detail of where the wobbling is coming from. It could be from right rear tire, it could be from right front tires, it could be from any of the four tires. But a bad ball joint cannot cause that. A bad tie rod cannot cause that. If you have a bad tie rod, it's going to be shaking the steering. The steering is going to be having some sort of, you know, when you brake. I'm going to be talking about that on another video later, but this time, let's just keep it on this topic. So here, this one is also smooth. I'm not seeing it bent inside. What I'm looking out for here is, let me draw a pattern for you guys on the ground. The tire is supposed to be like this, all right? And you have the rim somewhere here. Now what we're looking out for here in this tire is we're for this one right here, as I drawn it on the ground like this, that's a very good tire. Here is where it make contact on the road. So what we are looking out for here is to find a tire that have a shape like this, all right? Most often times it doesn't get it completely on all the tires, so it's gonna get it somewhere like this, and some part is gonna go straight, and that's what creates the wobbling. So here we're also gonna look at this one critically. Technically speaking, like I said, these four tires are due. These tires are due for replacement, and here the tires seem to be perfectly straight. All right. The straight I'm talking about here is there is a flat surface here. There is a flat surface, as you can see here. So it's not wobbling. It didn't go inside from the middle, or it didn't go inside from the middle, or even outside. So I certify that this one is good. And sometimes it could be very hard that even, you know, you wouldn't believe that it's tire. Now let's take a look at this very tire here comparatively to other tires that we have actually replaced. This is a different tire entirely. This is not a Continental like the other tires. The whole thing here has been worn out. So this tire need a replacement. And I'm gonna show you just a little bit moment. So far, it is seen perfectly. It is seen a little bit straight. But let me show you something real quick. Now, I don't think you guys can be able to see this, all right? I don't think you guys can be able to see this, but let me try to position the camera well and see if you can be able to catch that. I don't know if you can catch it. Oh, Okay, let me use a phone to narrate it here. I'm gonna use this phone to narrate it, to just show you guys what I just drew on the floor just a moment, on the ground a moment ago. This tire here is a problem, right? Here on the inside part here, right inside, is normal, but outside here, from this very portion right here, from this portion down here, is swollen up and bulging out, right? Most often times there can be some tires that are good, but overinflation can actually result into damaging those tires. So here, this is our problem. This is why this car is wobbling in that very way. So if you have that problem, you should want to check out the pressures within all your tires and make sure that they are not overinflated, because the overinflation is what used to damage the tread. But notwithstanding, this tire is horrible and this tire needs a replacement, and like the 4 tires. But you know, down here in Africa, most oftentimes people don't replace the tire until when they got a serious problem with it. And as a matter of fact, this very customer right here, as I'm trying to actually explain to him based on my own previous experience, that this is going to be definitely a tire problem, he didn't believe it. I know when he got this car, and he actually did need my advice in order to be able to purchase it, on to ascertain the reliability of this very car, and actually did give him assurance that this is a very great car, and it has been a wonderful car all the while. So I made a video about it, about when I stopped it on the road that very day. So since that very time, he said I should take my time and diagnose and know exactly why the car is wobbling, why he's driving. So when I told him his tires, even despite the fact I've not performed this inspection, which I did right now, and I found out that this tire is actually the culprit, he didn't believe it. So, but technically speaking, this is what the problem is. If suppose I had the chance to actually bring this tire down right now, I can be able to show you the whole thing. But aside that, look at it. Just look at it, guys. Just look at it. So this is not a blame game. This is not a try and error. I hope you guys find this very helpful and very informative. I hope to catch you guys later. This is Dr. Cool Auto Fix. Bye for now.